This module describes the governing principles behind and usage of CTD's alert configuration options within the threat detection section. CTD is able to generate threat alerts based on anomalies, rules, threat signatures, and operational behaviors using proprietary Claroty algorithms. The first algorithm is the behavioral anomalies detector. This generates alerts according to baseline deviations. In this context, baselines are behavioral norms generated from CTD's observations of the protocols and communications used in the system. So a baseline deviation is behavior that doesn't match the collection of traffic patterns CTD has learned. In practice, this translates into alerts on aspects like network changes, zero-day exploits, deviations from communication policy rules, and so on. The second algorithm is the signature-based detector. This works according to Yara rules and other rule-based approaches, like network traffic rules, in which deviation from a defined rule triggers an alert. CTD's threat database also includes signatures provided by the Claroty research team that alert users to zero-day vulnerabilities under formal disclosure network traffic rules. Users can also create their own rules and can manually disable any threat signatures. The third algorithm is the security behavior pattern detector. This detects non-security attacks like man-in-the-middle and network scans. It also alerts on IT pattern security behaviors like tag and address scans. The fourth algorithm is the operational behavioral pattern detector. This picks up sensitive OT-related activities like configuration file downloads and uploads, controller mode changes, key state changes, and firmware upgrades. It also combats OT-targeted attacks and sophisticated payloads. It flags OT operations that occur within the network over any communication protocol, allowing you to make informed decisions and take actionable steps based on your company's management of change process. The fifth algorithm is the rule-based threat detector. This generates alerts based on custom criteria that operators create to target specific events. For example, an operator could create a rule that flags out-of-range values or flags communications that are considered suspicious. To understand how aspects collected during the threat detection process are built on top of each other as what we might call building blocks, let's take a look at those aspects and how they are presented to inform CTD users of possible threats to the relevant system. First, we have events. These are individual activities logged by CTD. Events can be categorized either as risky, which would elevate them to the level of alert or OT alert, or non-risky, which ensures they are categorized as a non-risky change or a normal OT operation. Clicking on a risky event within the CTD threat detection view opens the alert view page for that event. If an event is considered not risky, clicking it opens the master event view page. To summarize, an event may or may not be considered risky. If it is considered risky, it is upgraded from an event to an alert. An alert is an event or chain of events which are qualified as alerts based on various predetermined risk factors. Alerts are categorized either as security alerts or integrity alerts. They also always receive a risk score on a scale of 0 to 100, where 0 represents minimal risk to the system, and 100 or greater represents a severely compromised situation. Alerts are also classed by severity, with severity scores being critical, high, medium, and low. If a number of alerts with similar characteristics happen in succession and are logged by CTD, these similar alerts are classed into what is known as a story. A story is simply a set of alerts that CTD has determined to be related. When this happens, CTD correlates the alerts and combines them into a story. This helps the user establish the context in which the alerts took place and understand the activities associated with the alerts. Claroty solutions are able to distinguish between two different alert categories. Each category includes numerous alert types. The first alert category is process integrity alerts. Alerts like these are triggered when CTD is in operational mode, and they reflect critical changes to a production-level process. The second alert category is security alerts. This refers to cyber attacks that happen according to characteristics that are already known and defined. A process integrity alert reflects a critical change to a process, like a configuration change, a download or upload, or a device mode change. These alerts are triggered by causes like network failure, operator error, or a malicious attack. Typical process integrity alerts could be caused by things like configuration downloads, new hardware assets being added to the network, or policy violations. Process integrity alerts typically happen due to network failures caused by human error, malicious attacks, and so on. They are countered by ensuring a level of visibility into the system that allows changes to existing processes to be identified. This ensures that zero-day attacks are identified and stopped immediately. This is also the reason why in-depth visibility is one of the most valuable features of the CTD solution. A security alert may represent malicious behavior. These alerts are not usually supposed to happen within the OT environment under any circumstances whatsoever. They could indicate cyber attacks that are happening or have already happened according to characteristics that are already known and defined. As such, they are immediate indications of security breaches and must be addressed as a matter of urgency. The Alerts page within CTD is part of the Threat Detection section. The first thing we see is the numbers of process integrity alerts and security events alerts that have been logged by the system. The Events page has filters that allow you to search alerts by type, status, category, and free text. It also has view selectors that allow you to see alerts as rows of listings, and as a layered topology view or network topology view that highlight the asset the alert originated from. You will also see a line-by-line listing of individual alerts, with an option to group similar alerts into stories. If you click the ID number of any alert, CTD will show you its alert view. The first details this view shows you are what actually constitute the alert. You may also see information about what triggered the alert listing. Scrolling down the alert view, you'll see the alert's score. A number of different factors are used to calculate this score. If CTD's detection algorithm decides that an event needs to be investigated, the resulting alert receives a score ranging from 1 to 100. To the right of the alert score are the three most significant indicators that contribute to the alert score. The total score for any alert is capped at 100, even if it actually exceeds 100. Any score above 100 points is academic in terms of severity because it still needs to be investigated immediately. Just below the alert score, you'll see the indicator section. This gives us a table in which you will see all the factors that contributed to the total alert score. Scrolling further down the alert view, you will see a root cause analysis. This is basically a brief story that tells us what sequence of events actually led to the alert. Like in a master event view, the story is laid out as a timeline. It consists of a series of interlocking steps that allow you to quickly grasp the alert as a chain of events, rather than just being expressed as a simple statement of what happened. To a network engineer, this is helpful in terms of deciding whether a specific event is malicious or not. Scrolling further down the alert view, you'll see a section that lists the details of assets that are associated with the asset that caused the alert. You'll see the Event Details button. If you click this button, CTD will present you with a more detailed version, a kind of trace log of the earlier root cause analysis. This trace readout has a level of detail that needs a bit more technical knowledge to investigate effectively. With that, we conclude the Alerts configuration module for CTD, and thank you for your time.